Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines.
The FBI has just shocked the world with arrest warrants targeting celebrities involved in Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. These parties, once seen as legendary gatherings of the rich and famous, are now under federal investigation. What was once known as exclusive and lavish is now being linked to allegations of illegal activity, questionable behavior, and much more. The FBI has reportedly been investigating these events for a while, and now they're ready to take action. An official report suggests that several high-profile attendees are under scrutiny for their involvement in these wild parties. A source close to the investigation said this is going to be bigger than anyone expected. If these celebrities are found guilty, Hollywood could face one of its biggest scandals yet. But what went on at these parties that got the FBI involved? Let's take a look inside Diddy's notorious events, inside Diddy's freak-off parties.
Okay, now we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right, just different blends. You need the ladies, you need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No. No, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, like a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
yeah.
Rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat, you mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you doing?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends, people start getting gets kind of sexy.
Criminals do crimes with criminals. I've never been a criminal. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So now, if you're looking to answer something about Puff, Puff ain't the Puff. Puff had different phases of his life that y'all don't understand. And let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. You understand? First you got Puff Daddy, who had Daddy's house and the parties and things like that. Then you had Puff. You understand? Then you had Diddy. Then you had Brother Love, and then Love. I had Puff around the stage when he was Puff Daddy and Puff and some of Diddy. Not the new Diddy that they gave the diddler and everything like that. So he ain't the guy, he wasn't the guy that y'all see now back then when he was in Harlem. You understand?
So a lot of the things that people really say about him, you didn't experience that as in dating. That's not something that you saw. So is that the reason why you never said anything? Is that the reason why when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience, and I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person, and that wasn't my experience.
Diddy's freak-off parties were known for their glamour secrecy, and ace guest celebrities from Hollywood's elite flocked to these events, But behind closed doors, things often got out of control. Insiders have revealed that the parties featured excessive drinking, drug use, and behavior that crossed serious lines. Far from being simple gatherings, these events allegedly became a place where anything goes, and now that's exactly why the FBI is investigating.
Everybody put your glasses up in the air. Let's take a toast to Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, Ken Porter. Let's go, everybody take a shot.
So cold.
A nigga finna get loose, huh? A nigga finna get loose, huh? A nigga finna get loose, huh? A nigga finna get loose.
Diddy in Young Miami host a New Year celebration on his luxury yacht in St. Bart's.
What's up, my brother Fab? What's up, you pulled up? Yeah! Yeah!
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
One party attendee said it wasn't just about the music or having fun. These parties were about power and indulgence. Anything was possible, and that's what made them so dangerous. As more details emerge, it's becoming clear that these freak-off parties were hiding some very dark secrets, and now some of Hollywood's biggest names could be dragged into the scandal. And speaking of big names, none raised more eyebrows than Prince Harry's surprising attendance at one of these events. Prince Harry's surprising connection.
Prince Harry's name has been mentioned in court documents related to allegations Sean Diddy Combs sexually abused multiple people. A $30 million lawsuit brought by record producer Rodney Jones claims Diddy's affiliation with high-profile people such as Prince Harry gave his actions legitimacy. The American hip-hop mogul's homes have been raided by authorities in relation to the allegations. Mr. Jones' lawyers argued guests attended sex trafficking parties because of his access to high-level celebrities. There is no suggestion, though, Prince Harry was involved in any of Sean Combs' alleged wrongdoing.
Okay. Now, we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just a different
Plurals.
blend. You need the
Blends.
ladies. You need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants? What?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this, like a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They
Right.
just, you know, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta
Right.
keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning. Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you doing?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people start getting it gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you.
A twist nobody saw coming. Prince Harry has been linked to Diddy's scandalous world shockwaves hit the media when footage surfaced of Harry attending one of Diddy's notorious parties as a member of the British royal family. His involvement is causing quite a stir. Many are questioning what the prince was doing there and how deep his connection to Diddy goes. The media frenzy has been intense, with one insider noting Harry looked like a deer caught in the headlights at the party. He wasn't prepared for what he saw. While there's no suggestion that Harry was involved in any illegal activities, his presence at the party has raised serious questions. As the investigation deepens, the spotlight is now on the Duke of Sussex, and people are wondering how much more will come out. But Harry is just one of many famous faces involved. Let's talk about the A-listers facing arrest due to their ties to these events. Celebrities facing arrest.
When he was in New York City, he was like that gecko from the Geico commercial. Then he turned and started going, when he lived in Cali and Miami, he turned into Godzilla. I would see him talk about how he using drugs. He was never like that. Smoking cigarettes, smoking weed and everything like that. He turned into something that you could consider a monster, bruh. Then he started doing things to people, you understand, that he learned. That's a learned behavior, bruh. Now, I'm not saying that he may have been doing a couple of things here and there with women, stuff like that in New York, but the things that there's talking about that he was doing, bringing in prostitutes to have sex with his girl and all that stuff like that, that was some crazy stuff to me, man. So I'm just looking at this whole thing, man, and you had asked me, and we don't have these conversations like most people do. We're gonna go back and you're gonna tell me what, we're gonna talk about this. You said, I'm gonna ask you how you feel, bro. I don't want no man to ever go to jail and be leaving their kids behind, be leaving their family behind. You understand? But some dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bruh.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look, would you
get the drink on his head?
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to him. I put him to sleep.
Next day, right?
You put the drink on his head.
There you go. There it is.
Damn.
Robbing high-profile men in order to pilfer crucial documents for personal enrichment and blackmail purposes.
Yes, you heard that right. They are accusing her of lacing drinks and things of that nature. So this story gets even crazier. Hold on, watch this.
Saga unfolded when federal agents executed a dramatic raid on the residence of music mogul Diddy, revealing a cache of incriminating video footage. This footage reportedly captures Kardashian engaged in activities that have sent shockwaves through the entertainment and legal worlds alike. In a turn of events that has both stunned and captivated the public, the FBI claims that Kardashian is not only involved in the theft of vital information, but also used it as leverage to further her own interests. The gravity of these allegations has sent ripples through Hollywood.
So at this point, it look like the Feds been keeping up with the Kardashians just like us. So I'm gonna keep my ear to the street, and I'll let y'all know what I know. I'm out.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Fresh
off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen.
We're having a good time, yo. Usher made it in the...
The FBI's investigation is pointing fingers at several high-profile celebrities who were regulars at Diddy's freak-off party. Stars from music, film, and business are now facing arrest for their involvement in the scandal. Names haven't been officially released yet, but rumors are swirling about who could be next in line. An insider revealed these parties were a who's who of Hollywood. If the FBI starts arresting people, it could bring down some of the industry's biggest names. The fear is that these celebrities were not only attending, but also participating in activities that could lead to serious legal consequences. As the investigation continues, Hollywood is holding its breath, wondering who will be the first to fall. But it's not just actors and musicians who are in the spotlight. Usher and Kim Kardashian's involvement is raising even more questions. Usher and Kim Kardashian's involvement. Usher has been a longtime associate of Diddy, and their close relationship goes back decades. Usher's rise in the music industry was heavily influenced by Diddy, and it seems he may have been a part of these wild parties. But it's Kim Kardashian's connection that's really grabbing attention. Kanye West has been vocal about his concerns regarding Kim's ties to Diddy, warning that she was too involved in Diddy's world. Kanye once said, "Hollywood is full of secrets and Diddy's got a lot of them. I tried to protect Kim, but Diddy's influence is strong now." With the FBI investigating Kim's involvement could lead to serious consequences for the reality star. The lines between fame, power, and scandal are blurring, and it's unclear how deep her connection runs. Kim's involvement isn't the only scandal. Cuba Gooding Jr. is also under fire for his actions at one of Diddy's yacht parties. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s yacht party scandal.
Was promoted to Diddy's chief of staff back in 2020, and she's very important to him. Combs has even written about her on social media. Meet Christina Coram, chief of staff at Combs Enterprises. Christina, aka KK, keeps everything in my life and my business running. She's been my right hand for the last 8 years and has consistently proven to execute and get S-word done. Don't know how I'd function without her. In another post, Diddy wrote, "Happy birthday to my ace Boon Coon, my right hand, my day-to-day manager that keeps my world twirling, and she's always got my back."
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them.
Prosecutors say Combs punched and kicked his victims to try to keep them under control. He'd also, they say, filled them up with drugs like ketamine and ecstasy for long periods of times, even using incriminating records to try to manipulate his victims. Prosecutors say they discovered this wide range of evidence against Combs in several raids. They found things, they say, like AR-15s, narcotics, more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants.
Whatever someone does in their bedroom, that's what they do. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just here to say that I've never seen my man doing anything.
What's up? Check this out, y'all. I am not about to be
addressing every last thing that's going on in the world on the internet. But the thing I do have to address is this White Lives Matter t-shirt. I've always been there, and I will always support my brother Kanye as a free thinker. But the White Lives Matter t-shirt, I don't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it. And with the press and what fashion is doing, thinking it's a joke. But right now, all America has planned for us is poverty, incarceration, and death. So before I could get to any other lives matter, which all lives matter, you know what I'm saying? That Black Lives Matter, don't play with it. If you don't wear the shirt, don't buy the shirt, don't play with the shirt. It's not a joke.
I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up with somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp.
Diddy's once powerful empire is collapsing as more and more details come to light. The once revered king of music and entertainment is now facing the possibility of losing it all. His influence is fading, and the people who once stood by his side are turning away. An insider said Diddy's reign is over. The secrets are coming out, and Hollywood is in chaos with the FBI involved, arrest warrants issued, and celebrities scrambling. Diddy's fall from grace seems inevitable. The question now is how much more will be revealed and who else will be caught in the crossfire.